Hi Virgos, welcome back for your soulmate energy reading. If you're new, a big warm welcome. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you do, and you can come through and connect with our live sessions. I do give away free readings every month. So let's have a look at the energy coming through for you guys. Now be very mindful that between now and the 16th, you're going to feel a strange energy, partnered or not partnered, regardless. You're going to feel very strange, and that's, you sort of won't know whether you're coming or going, whether you are committed, whether you're not. Nothing's looking normal. So try not to get too triggered within that. But after the fact, more clarity is going to come about. So something you directly feel passionate about, after the fact may not be not so. Okay, this really isn't the time to jump in the deep end and go, yes, everything's fine. Let's buy a house. Let's do this and that. You know, it's just not one of those times. It's more the assessment factor. If you have to, you have to. But if you can avoid that aspect, do what you can to keep as grounded as possible. Be very cautious with your communication together as well. Now, I'm going to pick up on the energy of what's going on with you guys, with you and the direct person, or you within a connection and a soulmate energy. Now, what's crowning your energy is, you know, betrayal. This can be past tense energy. This can be where other people hurt you in your life. It could have been your parents' connections, or what looks right, whether you're directly committed, if something's going on. It could be that something did happen within the connection. It can be many frequencies, but this is what's crowning the energy between the both of you. Doesn't mean to say it's happening, but it could be fair-based frequencies of do we, don't we, is there, you know, is the grass greener on the other side? What do we do from here? Which is perfectly normal frequency when it comes to, let's assess whether we're happy or not. Every person's going to be going through this, you humans. Okay, now Virgo's energy might be looking at aspects of you physically being, you know, if you're a cross watcher, the partnered energy or their own frequency of, hey, what's fair, what's give and take, is this a selfish thing for me to want X, Y, and Z? It might be that they're more reflecting onto themselves right now than onto you, but in their mind, they're really assessing what's fair and balanced and what's not, and it can be due to trigger points that they could come across as a little bit mean, but not intentional. And remember that in the retrograde stage and moving direct, it can cause trigger points for communication. So try to not take each other seriously in a sense of harsh words. Be real cautious in the way you communicate. Now, your partnered energy or your love interest energy feels emotionally stuck. This can be due to a transformation, but regardless, it's like they're not, it's choice. So if they're communicating to you in a way that they're saying, hey, I can't do certain things, blah, 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 it's in the mind, it's not in a reality. There are things that they can do, but it perhaps might be that it's more a mindset than they actually understand that they can do certain things. Or it could be a physical thing where emotionally they physically just can't do certain things right now. Virgo, there is movement though. So there's going to be change. There's going to be forward movement. It's a temporary delay, you know, to transform this direct situation. Any blocks that are coming up directly there is a blessing. So you need to trust in the process that that's transforming. Okay, it is going to take courage to get through this month, and definitely with the frequency being so heavy or urgent that we need to work out what we're doing, it can be quite panicked and agitated energy. So really be mindful of your communication technique towards your love interest or your physical partner. The advice for you is to try and stay strong. Yes, okay, there's been mass transformation. It feels different. You're not liking it. You're having to pick yourself up. You do have the strength in order to do this, okay? And it is, the delays are going to be over. They are moving, but it's exhausting you, so to speak. But it is going to take a lot of strength to make the decisions you feel is going to be correct for you after the fact of Venus retrograde. Your partnered energy, they might be really looking at things that they've done wrong or things that you've done wrong, and it can be nitpicking in the connection, or it could be physically really self-talk that is really not benefiting them in directly dealing with any 3D situation that they've got going on in their life. And again, do watch their sign to kind of understand, and again, rising signs as well. Yeah, they've got a lot of, there's a lot of emotions coming through from your counterpart, okay? So their frequency does directly feel lower than yours. It feels very like mentally fatigued, mentally and emotionally fatigued. And being focused too much maybe on finances, or putting themselves into what's going to make them abundant and passionate. And it might be they're in their mind about that, and maybe there's cross wires in communication, or because of what happened in the past, this is where you both are coming to. Do we stay? Do we go? You know, what do we do? How are we going to look at this? Are we going to invest more in? Is it salvageable? Is everything, you know, like a car repair when you're getting a car service? Is it running on all pistons? Let's have a checkup. What happened in the past? What do we have in front of us? Optimistic, can we, can't we, left and right decisions. Now between you, the energy is recuperation. Recoup before making a decision. The clarity is coming through about whether there is more to do, work in the connection, and there's more can grow in abundant, emotional, loving way, or whether it needs to go by the wayside. Both of you may be very high-strung during this transformation period, but at the same time, it is going to be because an understanding of both parties needs to come to a place where you realise you're both individually free spirits and you both do have power in the situation to change it and transform it. Now, I'll come back and I'll do more clarifiers on this, but I will tune into what is grounding the situation in anything that Virgo is wanting to do. Okay, Virgo does want a fresh start, but they want it on solid ground. They're looking at the situation very practically in the 3D. That is really what's grounding the connection. What is up in the air is false starts that perhaps happen due to external situations. The passion they feel is they want success. So they still have enough passion to put into the situation, but I'm hearing it does take two to actually put the work in. At an emotional level, what their fear-based frequency is that this is going to end. So my feeling is that they really don't want this to end. There might be blocks or miscommunications or jealousy coming through in a trigger point temporarily. But whatever's got to change, or what both of you are feeling needs to change, each of you are doing in your own life, but it seems communication coming through in a sense that that is going to help the situation. Okay. Advice for the ones waiting. Yeah. Okay, there's no communication, and that's why you're like, hey, you know, is this going to get off the ground? What is going on? I don't know what they're doing. It may be that they move towards you or you move towards them. Those of you who are coupled, there is going to be a judgment connected to the connection, whether to move it to the next level, and it will be by the end of the Venus retrograde, that a judgment is going to be made on yours or theirs or connected, because you don't find the blessings in something, or you're moving towards building blessings. Love and light.